2 police forces.
All across North America.
Yeah, and it's built in Canada, I believe in
All of
Brampton.
them. Every single one in North America.
Yeah, so if you've ever seen one of these on the road, it was built in Canada, so shout out Canada.
You're welcome, or
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Exactly, even though we're wearing American uniforms today.
Okay, I'm gonna punch it. Wow.
It's pretty slow, like really slow.
It's really bad.
I know. But you know what's faster than that?
What?
Walkie-talkies. That's why.
So the reason they don't all have to be fast is because not everybody's into high pursuits.
Yeah, in Canada, they don't actually pursue vehicles at high speeds. That's mostly in the States.
In which case, the V8 would probably be better.
Yeah, but a radio is always faster than a car.
Yeah, to get a helicopter to use thermal imaging.
Exactly.
But a lot of these cop cars are speed limited because the police forces don't want them going over a certain speed, usually around 150 miles per hour, I think.
Yeah, roughly around there. So if you're going faster than that, you think you're gonna get away, but they still got these radios.
Okay, so let's get into the cop stuff. That's the most important. Let's talk about it.
Lights and sirens. We have a bunch of switches down in the center console, and this is the way it comes from the factory. You can upfit this and customize it however you want.
So let's start with the sirens. We got a bunch of cool ones that make cool sounds. Oh, I like that one.
Manual, that one's my favorite.
Oh.
Because look, if you hold it and press it, and then it's old school.
So now let's get into the lights.
So the lights, we have a toggle switch that goes from left to right, and it changes between the modes. And then we can also press TA left, TA right, and TA flash to change how it flashes.
Yeah, TA stands for traffic assist, and what's really cool is it shows you what lights are showing up at the bottom here, so you don't have to be like, oh, I wonder what's up there.
Yeah, and then you also have cruise and scene. So when you're cruising or when you're on the scene, you press those buttons and different lights flash.
It shows up and it puts a spotlight forward so you can light it up.
Speaking of spotlights, what do we have on our doors?
We got those side door lights. I don't know what they're actually called, but you click a button and they're really easy to aim.
I believe they're called spotlights.
Okay, well, they're side door spotlights.
Yeah, you can get them in halogen and LED. We have them in LED.
And on the front, we have a push bar.
Yeah, by Satina for this one. And that's got a bunch of lights on it. It's not meant for ramming people, but it's kind of there for safety.
Precision immobilization technique.
The pit maneuver.
I would pure pit people with this and
Yeah.
ram stuff. And I guess it's so that if somebody tries to back into you to cripple your car before they drive off, that'll stop that as well.
That's exactly it. It's for safety.
And then we got lights and stuff on there as well, and that's where our horn is and our speakerphone.
And we should probably explain by this point that we are on a closed course. We're at Toronto Motorsports Park because we can't drive this legally on the roads.
Don't get tickets street racing. Come to Toronto Motorsports Park, Cayuga, Ontario.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us. I don't know why.
Actually, I know why. It's because when I was driving here, I saw it and I slammed on the brakes, and then I realized why we couldn't drive it.
Down here we got our mic. We can talk to people outside, put them under arrest, do all kinds of fun stuff.
And what else is different down here other than not having an entire center console? We have an armrest that we can share, or we can just completely take over for one person or the other.
And what's underneath that armrest?
Cup holders.
Obviously.
They're
Obviously, we're
completely
gonna get a
different.
coffee.
Here we go.
Pass.
That's
A cop pass.
Yeah, it wobbles around. It's gonna spill, but it'll pass.
It's all plasticky. Who cares?
Exactly. The cops don't clean these.
And then we've got a little section for a keyboard. We can pop that out here. Pop that out.
Boom. Keyboard. So this is where I can type in your license plate and arrest you.
So this one doesn't actually have a computer hooked up because the individual precincts do that themselves. But we've got the 12-inch new Dodge screen, which can be hooked up to a computer so you can run Windows there so you don't have to have a big bulky computer in the way.
Yeah, so the police forces can plug in their own systems and actually have it running in the bottom portion of this 12-inch screen, which is actually super cool to see. And this is the exact same screen from the new Ram 1500s.
And since there's all this junk here, how do we shift our car into gear?
With the column shifter, as I said earlier.
Do they offer that on regular Dodge Chargers?
No, they don't.
Cop life.
And by the way, we have vinyl floors so that it's easy to clean your spit and your blood.
Or poop your pants.
Yeah, exactly. And there's actually a feature in this car which we're not allowed to tell you exactly how it works, but we can vaguely tell you what it is. It is for officer protection.
If someone tries to sneak up on you from behind,
They know.
they know it's gonna hit them with some lights, keep the officer safe.
So never try and sneak up on an officer and try and do anything to them from behind or from the side.
Especially not in a Dodge law car, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Dodge law car, this is the only cop car sedan.
Yeah, Ford does not sell the Interceptors anymore. There's no more Taurus that you can get.
That stopped like 2 months ago, they told us.
Yeah, so there's no sedans other than this one. So now you know if anything's creeping up in your rearview mirror and it's new, it's one of these.
So the Taurus was called Interceptor. What's a cooler name, Enforcer or Interceptor?
Definitely Enforcer.
Let us know in the comments below.
And then in America, this is called a Pursuit. And Pursuit versus Enforcer, I think Canada wins. Enforcer.
Yeah, that's a lot cooler.
Yeah. And one of the coolest cop features that this has, because this actually runs on fobs, because this is a 2019 model, there's no key in the ignition, If the officer gets out of the vehicle, goes to chase some guy, then some guy gets into the driver's seat, tries to take off, if the officer pressed a single switch that we're not allowed to tell you where it is, this vehicle cannot be moved out of park manually without the fob back in it. Unit 69 reporting for Booty.
We got a 420 up ahead. We're gonna go check it out.
1738 checks out. And one change to the steering wheel for the police version, there are 3 auxiliary buttons which can be programmed to do whatever you want by police force. So Yuri, does this rewind satellite radio?
This doesn't even have satellite radio. It just has AM, FM.
I think you can get it, but this particular one does not have it.
But besides that, it's Uconnect.
Yeah, so FCA's newest version of the infotainment.
It's got a reverse camera only, no 360 camera.
No auto climate, just red and blue.
Pretty basic, but I guess cops have cop things to do when they're busy working.
Yeah, and they can also charge their phones because there's a bunch of USB ports as well.
All right, I think with all that, it's time for you to drive.
Let's pull this guy over. What's he doing? Light him up!
Pull over!
Pull the car over. Pull the car over.
Now what are y'all doing with this straight pipe convertible Supra? Hey, we didn't even do anything wrong.
Just chill.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, but isn't the straight pipes? You know, we are huge fans. We're subscribers and we hit the bell.
I can't believe it's you guys. Do you think we can get a picture with you?
Let's get a selfie. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take a picture. 2, 1. All right, thanks guys. Y'all take it easy. This ain't Cliche Corner. I want y'all driving safe.
Be careful out there.
Such nice guys.
Nicest.
So glad we got that photo.
Yeah. My gun kind of gets in the way here. Let's talk about these seats. Okay, the bolsters have been cut out so that you can accommodate for this utility belt so that your gun doesn't get in the way.
Okay, let's talk about guns and weapons. They're not supposed to be there. I mean, if you have a rifle, it's supposed to be back here with our batons.
And they should be locked, and there's actually a button here that says gun lock.
Should we probably get to some more important things?
Yeah, we probably should.
All right, first cop car visor test. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yes!
Oh,
there's an extension too! Holy! Wow. Okay, so that shows you how important this is for safety. Both.
And we don't do a box test because it's not a hatch.
Yeah, but we should mention the trunk. What is in that trunk?
Pretty much computers, a spare tire, and guns.
Yep, you can store all your guns in there. You can lock it in there. We don't have anything in there today, but you can customize it however you want.
And all the brains for the cop car there as well.
I think there's actually more ways to customize this than a 911.
Yeah, for sure. Well, okay, if we look at the back seat, this doesn't have bars on the back windows.
No, it doesn't.
So let's talk about the back seat.
Open that rear glass for me, Yuri. So if we have a customer back there, yeah, that's what they're called in this industry.
Customers.
You can talk to them, but that is basically a spit shield.
Okay, back there, there's not much leg room.
No, there isn't. Nothing.
There's just enough for me at 5'8.5".
And me, if I was arrested, I would not be having a good time.
You would stop being a criminal if you had to sit in the back of that.
Just for the leg room.
Do you think Dodge Law brags about class leading back legroom, or do you think they brag about worst in class legroom?
Probably worst in class.
It's like, oh man, we got no room for those guys back there.
Yeah, but you don't have to option this gigantic thing. You can just get nothing there, and then you can option stab-proof seats.
Which we have. Because you don't want to get stabbed.
No, you definitely don't want to get backstabbed.
And without having to say it, you can't get out of the back seat.
Yeah, the actual door handles and door locks are completely removed.
And the window switch doesn't do anything.
No, so it can only be opened from the outside, or if I unlock it from this button, but I'm sure there's a safety switch for that as well, just in case.
But surprisingly enough, the seats are padded back there.
Yeah, and again, you can option different kinds of seats. You can option worse seats,
Yeah,
like a vinyl bench.
I think you can get just plastic benches. I think if it's just bars, like you know you're picking up bad dudes, yeah, this is probably for picking up like drugged out people at like a festival or something.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Or like a lower spec.
Yeah.
More cool cop stuff. Check out this light up here.
Yeah, it glows 2 different colors. So if you want to be extra stealthy, I think you go red.
Or check your maps.
Yeah.
Or police reports. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know. Just arresting people, I guess.
Does this have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto?
It actually does not, but I think you can get it. And we do know a lot of police officers actually subscribe to our channel. We've met a lot of them, so
Yeah.
Thank you guys. We're not making fun of all you, we're just having fun.
Yeah, if you guys want to bring us out to police training, we would love to learn how to drive like you guys drive.
Oh yeah, reverse 180s, J-turns. We've already drifted and done that at stunt school, so now
Yeah.
we need like the real police training.
Should we bring our outfits or no?
For sure.
Yeah, I'm asking them.
I don't even think they let us. So that's pretty much it for the interior, isn't it?
Gauge cluster.
Yeah, so that's actually a certified speed. So only on the pursuit rated vehicles you get a certified speedometer. So if I'm going 60, I am going 60 on the dot.
With these tires when they leave the factory.
And since Continental and General Tire are our sponsors, did you know that General actually makes a pursuit tire.
Tell me about it.
It's called the General Tire G-Max Justice.
And it's built specifically for this car.
You cannot buy it if you are not law enforcement. But if you're not law enforcement and you're just looking for the regular Continental tire for your regular Dodge Charger, it's the Pure Contact LS.
So how does this Enforcer drive?
It actually drives fairly slowly. It's not exactly what I expected, but it is a V6 with a bunch of stuff tacked on, so it's extra heavy. The handling is definitely the best part. The brakes are pretty good as well. The brakes are upgraded. They are much bigger.
They're huge.
And the sway bars are upgraded as well. And then we also have cooling upgrades to the transmission and a bunch of other stuff. So we have brake ducts up in the front just so that this thing stays extra cool.
Yeah, because all the bars in the front and stuff can block a lot of the air intakes.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't want this thing to overheat.
And then we've got heavy duty batteries, heavy duty alternators, all that stuff.
And apparently they go through batteries like crazy because these things are always running and there's just so many things being powered all the time.
And once one person's done their shift, the next shift comes in and grabs the car right away. These things run like non-stop.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And some other differences between the regular Dodge Charger, the water fording height, so the height that you can drive through water is raised in this, so you can drive through deeper water than the regular Charger.
Yeah, because for some reason cops love to go off-roading in their Chargers.
Just in case, who knows? And all of these mechanical upgrades are because this one is actually pursuit rated. So this is rated for high speed pursuits. And I would love to try that out and pit maneuver people because that's all I've ever wanted to do is pit maneuver somebody.
Cops, hit us up.
Yeah, please do.
Only the nice ones though.
And some other cool police stuff that I forgot earlier, the glass is laminated in the front. So if you try to take a hatchet to the front of this, this isn't gonna shatter on me, which is different from the regular Charger.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and same with the front windshield.
I like the videos of the people in the back kicking their way out. I mean, they don't get very far, but they break the glass.
Yeah, they make an attempt. And with all the really cool stuff out of the way, more cool stuff, the looks, it's a friggin' police car.
A police Charger. I remember when that started, I was like, oh, this is so cool.
These look so much better than the ones that were original without the cool headlights and all that stuff.
Is this better than the Tauruses?
Yes, for sure.
Better than a Crown Vic? Crown Vic's pretty legend.
Exactly, it's legend. It gets that legendary status.
And then the old Caprices, they were kind of ugly, but it was like old movie legend.
But the best part of these is that I can still memorize these headlights because these headlights are very unique. So in case you see those creeping up and you're,
And it's cool, the way the headlights come around and like they flash too, and then you can go like full dark mode and everything.
Yeah, so dark mode would turn off every single light on this whole car and you can just creep along and nobody knows you're there.
And even the very cool Dodge Charger taillight, that flashes as well.
Yeah, so all the stuff from a regular Charger is there, just made cooler because police vehicle.
And then I guess every single region has different designs for their police car. I think the traditional white doors with the black car is the coolest.
And they even offer custom police colors, which you cannot get on regular Chargers. They are police-only colors.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What do you like more, Toronto police colors or OPP colors?
OPP. It looks like LAPD.
I like old Toronto police colors, white with the red and blue, because it was so much easier to see them.
And then there's the old, which are yellow.
Oh, that's like old Toronto police.
Yeah, they look like cabs now.
I want to drive one of those.
Well, New York cabs. And in case you guys are wondering why we're not actually pursuing people and driving at high speeds, it took so much work for us to be able to do this.
Yeah, if you guys saw my Instagram at Yuritation at the Straight Pipes, I was checking one of those out a couple months ago.
We finally got permission to do it and we are so grateful, so thank you to Dodge Law. More look stuff, obviously the wheels, they are police looking wheels.
Yeah, I like them because I know if I see them on a car, it's a cop.
Exactly. Except those people that buy the old police cars and then leave them on. It's like, guys, I know you guys are doing this on purpose. And overall, looks-wise, the cop car obviously has a bunch of lights around. We have the ones that we can control with our hand and move them around, the spotlights, and then we have the ones on top.
Driving this car feels like I'm driving a movie car, like a legendary car.
It does.
You know, like if you were driving KITT, you'd think you're David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Driving this, I'm the law.
Yeah, exactly. I feel extra cool right now. Like, I've never felt cooler than this right now. I could just drive like this all day. Yep. Go to Timmy's.
I don't think they're allowed to drive with their guns. Yo, do a quick window pop.
Okay, let me just hold the wheel with my gun. Gonna take the safety off.
So let's end it off with the price.
We don't actually have a price.
How much does a stock Charger cost?
The most comparable to this would be the SXT rear-wheel drive, which is the V6 with the 8-speed auto, $37,345.
And to be honest, I don't know how much all this stuff costs. You can pretty much go like infinity just to add more and more cool stuff.
And it depends how many you order. I'm guessing it's probably around 40, 50 grand. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But there's also stuff deleted, so you never know.
So would you recommend the Dodge Law Enforcer for cops out there?
Absolutely. If you can't get a chopper, definitely get one of these.
This or the V8?
Well, we haven't driven the V8 yet. I would love to.
But compared to the power on this right now, you probably want a V8.
No question, I want a V10. Could you imagine a Hellcat police car?
We need to drive one of those.
Yeah, a red eye.
But I guess since there's no competition, police forces have no choice but to get the 4-door Dodge Charger for
Yeah.
sedan.
Otherwise, you get a Durango, or that's pretty much it.